Good afternoon and welcome to the Star Television. My name is Mohamud Ahmed, and today I'm joined by Yvonne, who is vying for the Vice Chair position in Mount Kenya University. Yvonne, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
All right, Yvonne, I understand that the election is approaching, and you are vying for the Vice Chair position. What's your take?
Well, as far as everything is concerned, at the end of the day, we have the Mkusa Constitution, and students need to be represented so far, and the ground is good. We are hoping for the best.
Fair enough. Yvonne, if I may ask, what are some of your manifestos for the upcoming election?
Well, one of my two major manifestos, one of them is partnering with organizations that will actually help the students to access funds, bursaries, and loans for education, because at the end of the day, that is the main goal that we are here to achieve. And another manifesto is ensuring that we have a good health system as far as Mount Kenya University is concerned, because in the university we have a dispensary, and this dispensary does not really have proper medication. And right now, I'll tell you that it's a bad time. The pandemic, the second wave, which is very serious, is here.
Actually.
Yeah, actually, this is the third wave.
Yeah.
And it's very serious. Every time you wake up, and there is a lot of RIPs here and there. And as a leader, I know that it is very important that students need to be protected, because at the end of the day, by the time maybe a student have an emergency, and we want to request maybe an ambulance, before all that thing happen, it will be too late. So we need to have proper medication as far as everything is concerned.
All right, fair enough, Yvonne. If I may ask, still on your manifestos, what's that one big change or that big project, one or two, that you will bring to the institution if you are elected?
First of all, I want inclusion. I want each and every student to be included. When the board of directors are making these major changes, I want students to be included in terms of every strategic information that concerns them. That is something that has not been happening a lot in Mount Kenya University Nairobi campus. As much as it's there, but it's being delegated in a manner that information do not reach students. Yeah. And another thing is about partnering with organizations. An organization like OSPAC help a lot, like even Plan International, to help these students acquire the loans. Then they study without any fund hindrance, any income hindrance. And I think that is some of the biggest manifesto that I'll do, because, as I said, at the end of the day, we are here because of education.
All right, fair enough, Yvonne. If I may ask also, how many aspirants do you have for the vice chair position?
The vice chair position is I, Yvonne, as your potential vice chair.
Candidate, yeah.
Vice chair.
Vice chair, all right.
And we also have a lady from criminology department. Her name is Beth. Yeah.
You earlier told me that she was under the process of
disqualification.
Yeah.
But
so how did it go?
I think that was not really a major issue, because as I heard, it was just some percentage of school fees. And even people like my opponent, you see, she has problems with school fees, and my manifesto is bringing these people. And Mr. Mohammed, what you've said, she was disqualified, yes, but it was because of school fees. She had not reached a certain percentage. And one of my manifestos is actually to solve this problem that almost each and every student have. So we are in the race together right now.
So you are going to represent, if you're elected, you're going to represent your opponent also?
Yes, I'm going to represent her. I'll call her in the office and I'll tell her, Madam, ulikuwa disqualified because of this, and I know it's school fees. Here's the form, fill the bursary.
All right. And will you work with her if you defeat her?
I will work with each and every student. She's part of Mount Kenya University, She's a student at the end of the day. And this position gives me the mandate to represent each and every student. So, of course, I will work with her as a student.
All right, Yvonne, fair enough. Yvonne, you earlier told me that you were Miss MKU for the year 2019-2020, if I'm not wrong. How was your experience?
Well, right now, when you ask people about their previous achievement,
Yeah.
we all say, were it not for Corona? But I won't say that. I think that was a major step, and the experience was amazing as much as Corona came and everything was disrupted. But at the end of the day, I managed to do a couple of things which I'm proud of as well, and I was able to help my community and also some students.
All right, if you are elected Yvonne also, if you were Miss MKU for the previous year, and you become the vice chair, how well connected are you outside?
Nobody's ever well connected, but I know people who know people, and those people know people too. So I'd say within my experience and various organizations that I've interacted with, the NGOs and all that, I can do my best and see these students also represented out there.
All right, Yvonne. Yvonne, since we are talking of politics in the university, I want to ask to shift our attention to politics in the country. How do you see, where is politics taking us as a country?
Well, Kenyans, we love politics. We dwell so much in politics, and that's a good thing because politics determines almost 60% of its citizen. Because right now we have fuel is high, and it is because of politics that such a thing happens. So right now, the country's politics is always full of propaganda and all that, but at the end of the day, politics is politics. Yeah.
So you are practicing the same politics as the senior political figures in the country, or?
I'll say, you see, there's a line that needed to be drawn when you're talking about leadership and politics. Personally, I'm not a politician. Politicians are loud; they are full of propaganda, and I'm not a politician. I'm a leader. That is where we draw the line. So in my leadership, nothing. And I can guarantee you, no propaganda will be involved. Yes.
All right, Yvonne, fair enough. Yvonne, before we finish, talk to the students who are watching us right now.
Dear comrades, Mount Kenya fraternity, and each and every person who is watching this, I can guarantee you that my leadership is one that you can trust. Why? Because I'm a humble servant, and this is a call. This is not a choice. This is a call from God, and I'm here to represent each and every student to be heard. If you want a voice, Yvonne is here to represent you. And together as comrade, we will march, we will not stop, we will not be defeated. Vote me in as your next vice president. Let's make Mount Kenya great again. We deserve more than we have. Thank you.
All right, allow me to read some comments from our viewers. Eric from Narok is asking Yvonne, if you are elected, how will you represent the student?
Well, as I said earlier, Mr. Mohamud, the Constitution states exactly that when you're elected as Mount Kenya, when you're elected as a member of the council of that constitution, you're supposed first of all to defend the constitution, and by defending the constitution, you are defending the students. And as I said earlier in my manifestos, if you've checked my manifestos, I want to work hand in hand with these students. I don't want the work of delegates to just stop there. You just vote and then we are done. No, I want to work with these students, and I want to solve each and every problem that these particular students have academically, anything that is concerned that is happening within the school. So that is one thing that I will do. I will work with the students and only the students.
All right, Yvonne, before I read more comments, allow me to ask you, take us the process of the elections. How do they vote?
Well, first of all, in the beginning of this year, that is January, it was announced that if you wish to participate in this election as an aspirant or as a delegate or commissioner or a clerk or a bouncer, because definitely this is a student affair. So first thing, there's a list that has instructions which are extracted directly from the Mkusa Constitution. If you want to vote, if you want to vie as a delegate, if you want to vie as a clerk, if you want to vie as an aspirant, if you want to vie as a commissioner or maybe a bouncer, you have to meet certain criteria. You have to be a bona fide student of Mount Kenya University Nairobi campus, to be precise. You have to be registered in Nairobi campus. So for the delegate, you just submit your nomination and results and your student ID and a letter requesting to participate as a delegate. So when you're approved by the administration, you come back to your class and then they vote you in, because you are not representing yourself alone. The student has to decide, like we're taking, for example, we're taking Mohamud to be the delegate. So we need to decide. So if you in your class, if you don't, if you're like more, maybe they want maybe 6 in the School of Computing and Informatics, and applicants are many, so they will have to vote. So that is the process. And then when you want to apply as an aspirant, you also have to be, you're not supposed to be academically challenged, not academically crippled, because you have to be somebody who performs. You have to be a performer, because when you're not performing academically well and students have like challenges when it comes to academics, missing marks, how are you going to solve that? Yet you are not performing. So at the end of the day, you just have to read through those instructions, and if you qualify, well and good, you're good to go. So that is the entire process in summary.
All right. Another viewer from Mount Kenya University, Dhika, Elias Moy, says, Yvonne, all the way.
Comrades, all the way.
And on that note, we come to the end of our discussion today. Thank you, Yvonne, for making time for us here at the Star Television.
You're welcome. And Star Television, all the way. Guys, watch, they subscribe, and all the best.
All right. And on behalf of the entire team that has made this production possible, bye for now and see you soon. My name is Mohamud Ahmed, and you have been watching the Star Television.